Hi, I am a member of Team TensorFlow Biology Games 2, and this is our poster demo. For this project, we deployed the legacy game across all modules on a WordPress site instead of a Stepstone environment. We apply a WordPress plugin called WP File Manager to make deployment a lot easier. Customers could deploy the website by simply downloading the code and uploading them to the plugin from their end. We also created a new game called the Gravity game. We hope that middle school students could enhance their biology knowledge by playing the game. For our iteration summary, we went through 3 iterations. At iteration 0, we spent our time mostly on understanding the legacy code. We also discussed the project's goal with customers to create our user stories. At iteration 1, we focused on deploying the legacy code to WordPress. We were suggested by the webmaster of this website to use plugins and shortcodes. So we found a WordPress plugin called WP File Manager that is a better approach. By using this plugin, we could simply deploy the local WordPress server, then upload the code we wrote to the server. Now at the final iteration, which is iteration 2, we implemented the new word game called the Gravity game. Previously, we wanted to implement the game as one of our user story, but found out that the user story may be too large. So we broke it into multiple small ones, which we will cover later. Eventually, we successfully implemented a timer represented as a dropping a red rectangle. If the rectangle hits the bottom, then the time is up. We created a feature that would notify the user if the time is up, or whether the answer that the user entered during a set time is correct or not with a pop-up window. Now we also included the design diagram. Let me go through it for you. We first let the application start the game and then have users choose the difficulty, includes easy and hard mode. Next, the game will pick a random question that have the user answer it. If the answer is correct, we will pop out answer correct and reiterate to pick another question for the user to answer. But if the answer is wrong, instead of just going to the song game over page, we would keep the user answering questions until they give the right answer or the time is up. Below is a screenshot of the game interface we created. For details of the Gravity game, please refer to the game demo section. We would pause some time here in case you would like to have a look of the interface. As you can see, figure 1 is the game difficulty choosing screen. Figure 2 is where the user will play the game, which is the game interface. Figure 3 is when the user enters a wrong answer. Figure 4 is when the user enters a correct answer. Now if you scroll down, we can also see figure 5 showing you the time up notification, which is when the red rectangle hits the bottom. Figure 6 is the end of the quiz. The quiz will contain 10 questions, and after the users answer all 10, the user will be prompted this screen to give them a summary of the game. Now moving on to user stories. We implemented features including deploying the website on WordPress instead of on Stepstone, and make sure that we could deploy all modules. Initially, we wanted to implement the user story, create a new game, which is the Gravity game, but this user story seemed to be too large, so we broke it down into smaller user stories, which includes a timer for Gravity game, a feature that will give next questions if user's answer is correct, also a user story that ensures the user would fail on the question when the time is up. Now I would give you some time to go through the user stories here. Now, for our final section, which are the challenges And the lesson learned. We have faced challenges like lack of information, lack of experienced developers to make the project decisions, and a hard time to figure out precise roles of team members except the Scrum Master and project owner, because we rotate them through to make sure everyone will be Scrum Master and project owner at least once. We bypass those issues by communicating more with the customers and within the team. We also face problems like user stories, which is too large and hard to figure out how to actually implement it. So we held a quick meeting breaking the large user stories into multiple smaller ones, which enable us to clarify on the things we would want to build. For lesson learned, we learned that in an agile development, efficient communication is quite crucial within the team to reach conclusions. And to reach conclusions on project goals with customers, we found out that instead of just discussing the ideas with them, we should first quickly build a high-level prototype, which would largely boost efficiency on communications and get rid of uncertainty of project goals. Now I will give you some time to go through challenges because we listed 4 of them and some of the detailed ones. And that will be our poster demo. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is the demo for CSCE 606 Team TensorFlow project, Biology Games. We have developed one new game and deployed it on webmed.tamu.edu. You can see the domain name here. We also inherited 2 games from the legacy code, and we also deployed them on this website as well. So let's start from the gravity game we developed ourselves. When we enter this page for the first time, we can see the game name Gravity Game and 3 buttons for us to select the difficulty levels, which are easy, medium, or hard. If we start from the easy level, okay. After we enter this easy level question page, we can see a red rectangular falling slowly to the bottom of this section. The mouse is here, you can see the rectangular is falling slowly. And below this, you can see the section says the gravity game and the question number 1 out of 9 and the score 0 out of 9. And below this is the question and the text box for the user to enter their answer and a submit button. When the rectangular hits the bottom line, there will be an alert saying that time up. If we click OK and go back to the index page and compare the easy level to the medium and hard level, okay, if we enter a medium level and the page is similar, the only difference is that the rectangular is moving a little faster than the easy level. And if we move to a hard level, if I put my mouse here, you can see the speed is much faster than easy and medium level. If it hits the bottom line, there's still a time up alert. Okay, we'll continue with the easy level because it provides us more time to present. So if we enter a random answer, which obviously is the wrong answer, and click submit, there will be a wrong answer mark, and before the time is up, the user can choose to change their answer and resubmit it. But if the rectangular is at the bottom and time is up, the submit button will disappear, so it's not able to change the answer here. So if we click next question here, it will lead us to the next question. You can see the question is updated, the question number is updated, and the score is updated as well. And if we even leave this blank, leave this text box as blank and click submit. It will still be acceptable, only that it's still a wrong answer, right? So let's continue to the next question. And if we click, if we enter the correct answer here, hypothesis, and click submit, would be correct answer, and the submit button will disappear as well. So the strategy is that only if the time is up or the answer is correct, the submit button will disappear. And before time is up, if we enter wrong answers, the users can choose to change their answers and resubmit it again. Okay, so we can see if we enter correct answer, and the score will be updated as well, 1 out of 9 instead of 0. So let's continue to the end of this quiz and submit the next question. The end of this question is the 9th question out of 9. Sure. Okay. So if we still leave this answer box as blank and click submit, the button, it previously was next question, but here, because it's the end of the quiz, we can see it becomes finish quiz. If we click it, it will lead us to the end of the quiz, and it shows the question count is 9, and we got 1 correct out of 9. So this is the end of this game, and we can take a quick look at 2 games we inherited from the previous team, and we just deployed them on this website. I won't spend too much time on this because we didn't develop them. We just take a quick look at this. So in the crossword game, the index page is still similar to the gravity game. There are 3 buttons for users to select difficulty level if we choose any one of them. And each box is editable. If we click check answers, and till there's no chance left, there will be an alert say you lost, good luck next time. And after all, it will show us the correct answer for all boxes. If we take a look at the picture quiz, the 3 choices are pictures and clickable. Yes. And similar to our strategy, there's a next question. So at the end, there's also a page saying that you have reached the end of the quiz. So the way we deploy these these 3 games on MetNet is that we provide zip files for these 3 folders, game folders, as plugins for WordPress, and developer from Batman will use that plugin and the API we provided to deploy these 2-3 games on batnet.com.edu website. So this is the end of our demo. Thank you for your time.